I've now hit record. So welcome to the Living Well Now Business Opportunity. My name is Aaron Lahman. I'm sitting next to my wife, Sara Leoni. And it looks like my sister hopped on, but we're hiding right now, so that's okay.
I'm so sorry, Aaron. I thought I was coming on incognito. I'm just grateful that you're doing the thing.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so are you the host now? I have the recording going. We're also live on Living Well Now.
I think you're the host. I don't want to complicate things.
No, I know. You just
There we take it away.
No, now we're good. We just had your photo up in the corner. I didn't know if anybody was seeing it. Okay.
I'll pop off and come back as my other self.
Thanks, Ange. Love you.
Right.
All right, so I'm Aaron Lahman, and part of the leadership team of Living Well Now, and I'm going to introduce my wife, Sara Leoni, who Sara and I have been growing our Young Living business now over the last 6 years, and have teammates over in Europe and teammates all around the United States, and just feel really grateful to have connected with so many cool humans and found connection in wellness transformation, and been able to be a part of educating other people about their options, about what's possible with a Young Living business, and also what's possible with these Young Living products. So Sara is a guru with the Savvy Minerals makeup. She uses oils as much as I do. We both are consistently using them. She also wrote a book called Traveling and Wellness, which touches
Traveling and Essential.
Oh shoot, Traveling and Wellness. That's your Instagram page now. So yeah, so she's on Instagram as Traveling and Wellness, and she's anyway, just a really amazing human who cares a lot about helping people on their wellness journey. I'm going to let her start this workshop now. All right.
Cool. Sounds good. I know it's funny. I love the Savvy Minerals makeup. I love all of Young Living's lines, but here I am. I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair is up in a bun. I kind of forgot I was going to be on video. I was like, oh yeah, I guess messy bun tonight. Here we go. All right. So yeah, I've been using the Young Living products for a really long time, since, oh man, how long?
2009, 10. When we met.
Over 10 years ago, I've been using them just as a product user. And then about 6 years ago was when we decided to do the business side of Young Living. And I mean, before that, prior, I was just like, no, I will never sell. Don't ask me. His mom would keep asking me, and I would just say I'm shy. I don't like sales. All of this stuff, right? That probably some of you are saying to yourselves right now. I said all of those things, but then about 6 years ago, Aaron's family was having success with this business, and I kind of looked at him and said, like, number one, hey, we're going to be left behind. Your family's all doing so well with this. That was number one, ego moment. And then number two, I really wanted to find a way that we could have a flexible schedule, continue to travel, and share these products, because these products were working really well for me, for my gut health, for my skin, for so many areas of my life. I was already sharing them naturally, but this was just like, okay, let me actually learn how this business works so we can continue to share them. So now it's been 6 years later, and this is primarily our main source of income, our business. I do some other little things on the side, but I absolutely love this, and I love how this community has been built. So very cool. Okay, so we'll move on. What do I press, Aaron, for the slides? Okay, so lifestyle one, this is normal everyday life, right? So like, go to school, typically, you know, if you're in college, you go to school up until maybe 22, maybe a little longer. Then you get your degree, and then you work super hard, and then, you know, typically you retire at 65, you get to enjoy life, and then by 70, you know, you're on a fixed income, and then you really get to have time freedom by that time. So that's option one. Obviously, there's other ways to do life as well. So what we're offering through this business and through this business model is lifestyle two, which again, you work hard typically for the first part of your life, right up until age or school skills up until age 25. Then you work hard, you know, in the 25 range, and we're talking about working smart. So from your mid 20s or wherever you are until the end of your life, working smart and being able to enjoy life on your terms now or in a few years or 5 years from now, not having to wait until you're retired to enjoy your life. So I will say this is probably the biggest reason why this business interested me. Towards, you know, after using the products for so long, because I was a freelance makeup artist and a hair artist before doing this business. And although I had a good amount of time freedom, the financial, I didn't really have the financial freedom with it. Some months would be really good, and some months I'd be struggling a lot. Aaron was the opposite from me. He was a teacher before starting this business. And so he, well, he knows how to save money. So he had the financial freedom as a teacher, but did not have the time freedom, right? He's working, working, working. Yes, you have the summers off, but you're working. And that didn't really fit the dream and the lifestyle that we wanted, which was to travel the world and do some other dreams that we have. And so that was really the reason why we're like, okay, yeah, let's do this. This makes sense. Okay, so there's a lot of trends going on in the world right now. The wellness and beauty industry is predicted to be in the trillions by 2025. So Young Living offers different solutions, natural wellness with essential oils, and it's not just essential oils. They've really expanded a lot to a lot of other natural solutions. They have supplements and nutrition. They have natural household cleaning products, the Savvy Minerals makeup line, which I love being a former makeup artist. Especially the new makeup that they just came out with, which is like the liquid foundations, the concealers, I feel like are on par with any photo ready makeup that you'd find out there, but much better ingredients, the best clean ingredients that I've seen. Also products formulated for kids, babies, and animals, which I think is great. All right. The biggest difference with Young Living compared to a lot of other companies that are out there, number one, Young Living was pretty much the company that started this whole essential oil expansion in the United States. Obviously, it kind of came from France, and you'll find oils from all over the world, from in the Bible and all over. But Gary Young really brought it to the US and expanded this. So number one, I love that. The company has been around for 25 years. Number two, the quality of the seeds, the quality of the cultivation, how they distill the oils, their testing equipment, and then finally sealing and shipping off to us is, I think, the best that there is. So what's really cool is that the seeds that they use are non-GMO or beyond organic, wildcrafted. They're not spraying their plants with, any crazy stuff at all. Like the weeds are handpicked. They distill their oils properly. So this is a big difference if you smell a peppermint oil from a store, and it could be an organic peppermint oil, right? But it doesn't mean it's distilled properly. So a lot of times it smells like a sweet candy, right? Young Living peppermint oil and their oils smell very different because they have therapeutic properties, right? Because they're distilled properly. It's amazing to go to Young Living's farms and see their whole distillery and see the whole process. As a member, you can go to their different farms around the world that they own and see everything from the plants to the distillery and beyond. also they have they had the most expensive testing equipment in the entire essential oil industry in the world. I learned that at a convention a few years ago, and some testing equipment that companies don't even have, where they can test for impurities and things like that, which I think is amazing. Mary and Gary Young founded Young Living in 1994. It started off as just a small production, two people really wanting to just help people. And it's expanded and expanded. And the vision is to have oils in every home in the world, because these products have really changed a lot of lives. So you can see the 25 years of growth that the company has had. And Young Living is in 25 countries and growing, so all over the world. We've been to a bunch of their farms. We've been to the ones in Idaho, Utah, France, Croatia, and my family has been to some other ones like in Ecuador, and I think they went to one in Australia. Young Living has over 2 million plus customers, which is great. They make about $2 billion a year in sales. And the vision is to, like I said, have essential oils in every home in the world, and to be an inclusive company. So once you fall in love with the products, the business aspect of them is to recommend them to other people, to share them. And when I say recommend, it's not like, hey, you should try this. I have an essential oil in my coat, right? It's listening to people's needs, which is why I didn't want to do the business for a long time, because I thought that like, that's what it was, right? Like I assumed it's kind of like when you go into like a Sephora or Ulta, and as soon as you walk in, they're like, hi, how can I help you? Like, and you're like, no, I just like want to do my thing, right? That's kind of what I thought it was. But what I've learned is that it's really about having a conversation with somebody just about life. And in that conversation, if you're a really good listener, you'll hear lots of needs. Somebody will say, well, I have this, I'm going through this, I have whatever, gut, skin, tired. And you can kind of think of, well, maybe I have something that can help that person. And then you could offer, hey, this may or may not be for you, but can I just send you home with a couple samples? Or can I send you a couple samples, in the mail just to try? I think this could really help you. Most people are going to say yes to that. And it's a very natural way of sharing with people. And most of the time when people get the products and then you say, hey, you can put it on like this, teach them and educate them. It's really about you becoming an educator, helping people learn how to use them. When people put them on and they get the results, which most people do, they want to then purchase. It's not you forcing anybody to do anything that they're not ready to do, which I love. And that's a learning journey, I think, because we automatically assume sales. Oh, I want to, get more sales and more sales, right? Because you want to be successful. But it's really about taking a step back and saying, what does this person need? I really want to listen to them. Tell your story. These are basically like I just said, these are the 3 kind of steps to sharing. Tell your story about how the products or / business, what it's done for you, how it's helped you, and invite people to take a look. Maybe it's you've given them a sample and it's worked really well, and you say, hey, look, there's this online class coming up. Just come, just take a look and see if it's right for you. Or maybe it's you sit down with them at a coffee shop or a phone call, or it's through Facebook Messenger or whatever. And then, like I said, just listen and honor people where they are. Okay, I think Erin's going to go through this next section with you of why network marketing. And I wish I was doing this page because I love network marketing.
What is the main reason you're so passionate? I mean, you've shared a little bit.
Yeah, I think, like I said in the beginning of when I was introduced to that there was a business side, I really put my hand up and said, hey, I'm a product user. I just want to be a product user. I've had other, it felt kind of like sketchy, schemy, whatever network marketing stuff. And I didn't like the feeling of it. And so when I went to the first business class, similar to what you're coming to right now, I really listened. And then I got a book that somebody gave me called the For Your Career Young Living Edition. And it's all about network marketing and why network marketing, and really dispelling a lot of those myths that I was feeling, a lot of that kind of like yuckiness, and what it really is and how you can go about doing it in a much better way than what we've seen in the past. And so once I read that book, I came to a class, I read that book, and my mind completely shifted. It instead of sales, it became about education. Instead of, again, trying to sell someone something, and became about listening, became about how can I help this person who's in front of me instead of making it about me. And I just will do the first two parts of this, because to me this is amazing. Why network marketing with Young Living? Low startup cost. Okay, so it's $165, right, for the starter kit. So as a business, $165 to get started, and then $100 a month in product after that per month, right? As a business to make all the commissions. I don't know any business out there where you have to spend that little. And that's part of the reason why maybe some people start and stop a lot of network marketing companies, because there isn't such a high cost, right? But low startup cost. So my dad owned a hair salon for 35 years, right? With a hair salon, it's a brick and mortar business. You have rent to pay, so maybe $2,000 something a month. You have inventory to buy, again, a few thousand in inventory, right, for a successful hair salon. You have to pay employees, all this stuff that you have to pay for. Young Living does all that back stuff, and all you're paying is $100 a month, and you're getting product that then you could share with people and also use for yourself. That's incredible. So that's why I love network marketing with Young Living.
That's awesome. That was awesome. Thanks for getting us started.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for getting us started.
Aaron's next.
All right. So, yeah, just the big piece is there's so many reasons to love network marketing. And, Sara touched on the one, low startup cost. For me, the personal development, the professional growth that I've experienced this last 6 years has been game changing. I'm really grateful for that. I also love being my own boss. I love picking my hours where I feel strongest, where I feel best, and getting after the business and making my work hours, fitting them in to my day, like deciding when I'm going to do that. And so whether you're launching or you've been launching, just finding those little windows where it's like, all right, I've got 20 minutes. I can drop in, check in with some people, invite some people to the next workshop that I'm hosting or co-hosting. And you just start to, you're ultimately your own boss. Nobody else is doing it for you. You get to decide what you want to create in the days and years ahead. So how does this business work? How do I get paid? How much money can I make? What do I have to do to get paid? And how do I start? So to keep it really simple, as you're launching, as you're beginning, you're focusing on gathering a few customers and just helping them dive in, helping them start to use Young Living products, help them, use the oils. And as you do that, you're going to start seeing your products for free. You then, to really grow next level, to continue that growth journey, you want to then inspire others to gather customers and build a sales team themselves. So it's not just you sharing the oils, it's not just you sharing the business, but now you've got, so if this is you, now you've got somebody over here who's really passionate about sharing the oils, sharing the business. You have somebody up here who's really passionate about sharing the oils, sharing the business. And it becomes a beautiful web of support and community and wellness transformation and business transformation. And then again, if you go on further, now you're focused on, all right, how can we just inspire as many people as possible to launch businesses nationwide and around the world. In 25 countries, people can grow businesses with Young Living. So and that's going to keep growing here in the coming years as they open up new markets. So again, at the end of the day, you don't want to be the only one sharing oils. If you have a big business vision, you want to have business partners that you're working with and you're coaching and guiding and leading, and you're doing trainings with them. A lot of you maybe who are listening tonight are in the 1,000-Day Revolution training, and you're learning lots of skills and tools that are going to help you and your potential business partners grow businesses. So for example, you plus those four customers who then also get excited, those four help four, that's 16 more people. Those 16 help four each. That's 64 more people. So you have that would make you have a team of 84 surrounding you. Okay, so you've got 84 repeat customers, people ordering on a monthly basis, saying yes to their wellness and also yes to this business. They're ordering about $125 of product a month, which would make you have a monthly sales organizational volume of 10,500, and you earn about 7% on those sales, which is about 700 a month. So that's the sort of duplication you want to start seeing. You're teaching, you're inspiring others to teach, and then they're inspiring others to teach, and the community grows. This is the most recent Young Living worldwide income disclosure statement. Definitely I put it in the comments on Facebook. You can access it by looking on Google for the 2019 Young Living income disclosure statement, and take a look at the annual incomes. Depending upon what your goal is. If you just want to pay for your product, if you just want to share Young Living to pay for your product each month, maybe that would be, you want to order $150 a month. So you're just looking to create an income that pays for your product. Or maybe you're, actually I want to make about $400 to $600 a month. Or, I want to be a thousandaire or a multi-thousandaire. So again, it's ultimately up to you to sort through. Ultimately up to you to sort through your goals and figure out what Young Living rank do you want to achieve. So can I really make a living doing this? This is a lot of information to process, and here are some questions that will help you decide. What if you tried the products? So if you haven't gotten a kit yet, what if you just started by trying the products? What if you then found them as extraordinary as I did, or the person who invited you to this workshop, or to an oils workshop? What if you found those products to be as extraordinary as we all found them? What would you ever recommend them? What if others then fell in love with them? And then what if Young Living started to send you a referral income every single month just because you were recommending them? And then what if that just kept growing and growing and growing? And what if you were a part of a team with a proven track record that provides lots of trainings, lots of support, lots of resources to help you launch? So again, this is what Living Well Now is about. This is about giving people the skills and tools to grow successful Young Living businesses. And it's not an overnight thing. We always want to make sure that is the new voice of network marketing. There is nothing that's overnight. There is nothing that's overnight. But if you have a vision of, I want to make $1,000 a month from Young Living income, you can do it. And it's just a matter of learning the skills and tools and then growing yourself personally and professionally so that you can grow that community and lead that community forward. And those of you who are in the 1000-Dare Revolution training right now, you're learning about this duplication and how important it is to be a part of a system that is duplicable, where it's like, all right, intro to biz, here we go. Intro to oils, here we go. In Power Start, it seems that we have the neighbor that's going to do some yard work, so I might scoot here in a second. The LW in Power Start is first step, creating your account with the person who invited you and set up your monthly order. Okay, so that's step one. Next one is you want to announce your new business and just start asking people to take a look. Say, hey, I'm launching this Young Living business. I really would love, let's look at this together. Let's go to this Intro to Biz call next week. Let's learn about it. Next week, Richard Bliss Brook is actually hosting a fireside chat. So that would be something I will put in the comments on Facebook. You definitely want to make sure you're at that event next Thursday, because he is the guru. He's the 4-year career author. He's been in network marketing for 35 years, and he and his wife are also Young Living business owners as well. You then want to download the Living Well Now Steps for Success. So just go to livingwellnow.com/success and then start inviting your friends and family to upcoming events. And if you haven't gotten your starter kit yet, you want to dive in tonight, in my personal opinion. And there's multiple options for you, okay? You can start with a welcome home kit. You can start with a basic kit. Most of us began our journey with a premium kit with oils, and that's $165 plus tax and shipping. There's a Thieves premium kit. There's an Inkshire Red premium kit. There's also CBD. Young Living's got so many different products for the different goals we all have. We're not identical beings, right? So if you have a specific goal where you're like, you know what, I need to change my nutrition game, then you probably want to dive into the Inkshire Red premium kit. You know, if you want to start cleaning out your, you know, synthetic products out of your household, then maybe the Thieves premium kit. You want to start getting new cleaning products. But point is, you get to decide. And last piece is there's a new kit called the Little Oilers Premium Starter Kit, and that's $135. And we had a workshop on it last night that I thought was awesome. Lots of great testimonials coming in from moms around the country. So that's an additional way you can start. So don't delay, in my opinion. If you feel excited, if you feel inspired, if you feel like, you know what, I want to create a new vision. You know, your life is so key, so important. And I think that as we continue to like look at our future, right? Obviously we're focused on the present moment. As we look at our future, where do I want to be? You know, where does Aaron Lahman, where do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What if you chose to be faithful to growing your Young Living business, to teaching other people about these products, to helping people transform their wellness story? What if that was what you committed to over this next 5, 10 years? What if you then created this residual income stream from Young Living where you're seeing $1,200 a month, $2,500 a month, $6,500 a month, whatever your goal at $500 a month, whatever your personal goal is what this is about. So in my opinion, if you're thinking, you know what, I want something different. I want something different out in my future. Really connect with the person who invited you to check out this call, whether you watch this on YouTube or you watch this live on Facebook, or if you happen to catch us live on the webinar. Just really follow up with that person and let them know that you want to keep learning and you want to dive into the next training, and maybe even be a part of a 3-way call as soon as possible so you can start really learning how you're going to launch your business. Final piece, change your focus from making money to serving more people. Serving more people makes the money come in. At the end of the day, any business, it's about connecting with many people, helping and bringing value to many people. And in doing so, your influence will grow, your business will grow. So blessings to you. Hope you have a beautiful night. And thanks for hanging out with Sarah and I tonight.